so we different gods, so me understand. Hear me now. No fear, friend. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to Nico. Hey, follow me now.
From you turn your back, them on your life, yeah. Cause them not like we. But anything me talk, me can defend. True. Them say them want me dead now. Shot behind me back and when them see me, them friendly. Tell them say we don't like bad mind, grudgeful, envious people. From you a free me life, them me delete. We don't care. Me never them far me them here. And let me tell you this. We no laugh, we no smile with people. Them this band, the barber green me go. We don't care. Me tell you straight, say I disappear. Some of them be on the liar. Bad mind in a them blood. It's like them fighting on the line. Why your brain fly me like a dog? Some of them be I use. Some in a hear them in the street. Go look, me go use. Them can't trick me with no anything. Yo, them bad mind up them. Rap step up in our life and them want to feel. From your turn your back, them want you drop a ground. Bad mind you cause you set up a shop a town. Them make information to squad if it them tap a phone. Marvin, Shabba, Cotton, Marcus, Water, Front, Tower. Remember me they tell you about bad mind friend. From you turn your back, them want your life, yeah. Cause them not like we. But anything me talk, me can defend. True. Them say them want me dead now. Shot behind me back and when them see me, them friendly. Tell them say we don't like bad mind, grudgeful, envious people. From you a free me life, them me delete. We don't care. Me never them far me dead there. And let me tell you this. We no laugh, we no smile with people. Them this band, the barber green me go. We don't care. Me tell you straight, say I disappear. Some of them be on the
entertainment, information, conversation. All on Street 91.9 FM, the official station that defends the nation.
And when you buck your toe, them must say you buck a yo. Long time you consistent, them never feature you. But as soon as you fall, I saw them picture you. I rather people write me off than judge a fight me off. Or people fight me off than judge a write me off. I rather people write me off than judge a fight me off. So go and fight me, judge a like me. People see one, and judge a see one, right? People see dog days, yeah. And judge a see sunlight. When them say I'm doing right, you're by my side. But when you feel I'm doing wrong, you run go hide. In the presence of the Almighty, I will abide. Cause if you try to live with people, you slip and slide. I'd rather people write me off than judge a fight me off. Or people fight me off than judge a write me off. I'd rather the people them write me off than judge a fight me off. So come fight me, fight like me. Yeah. People see Jaja see alright, yeah. People see darkness, but Jaja sees the light. You got to flank in your eye, so why you've been inspecting me, and you're almost blind. You try to see the speck in me. It's like you said the Lord thing. You keep on judging me while Jesus set me free. People see Jaja see one right. People see darkness. Jaja see sunlight. So go on, shine your light. People see one. And Jaja see one. Jesus, you're present.
All right, so I'm back with you, Trinidad and Tobago, 342-081-771-1791. I want to show you all a picture. And I'm going to send the picture. I'm going to put up the picture for you all to see. I want you all to see this picture. Why I want you all to see this picture? Because I want you all to understand that the all-out attack on Dr. Rowley is not a simple one, you know. It's not just for us to just take to just put by the way, you know. It's an important thing for us to look at. Hello, good afternoon. Caller? Good afternoon.
Yes, Pastor Google.
Hi.
Can you tell me the name of the song where you now play on the artist?
The name of this song is One Wrong, One Right by Jali.
One Wrong, One Right?
By Jali.
Jai?
J-A-H Lee. L-I.
Okay, thanks.
L-I-L.
Paul, Pastor Google.
All right. That's the name of the song, Mom. All right. Hello.
Hello, good day, Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
I just come to let you know something now, Pastor Google. You can have various things that are going on outside here. One, there's two things I want to tell you about. One, on the road to go to Princeton, at night, they have horse out in the road. The owner not take the the horse pen up. Anybody could crash into them horse and die. All 5 o'clock in the morning. It's dark.
Which you see on the road to Princeton?
When you leave Daisy Road and you're coming up and you're string to come up like if you're coming to Wasabusa station.
Right. Oh, you're talking about the road in the back.
Yes.
Oh, well, let me see the road to Princeton. You know, if you might have. I was thinking about the Manahambri Road.
No, not the Manahambri Road. And nobody not doing nothing about that Pastor Goer, these horse and them all over the road and the owner not doing nothing. You understand? Nobody not doing nothing. You understand? That's one thing. And the next thing, it have a gentleman, he's still mentally challenged. He lives on the road coming to Princeton also. But right at the little kind of squatting area like, right? Now, here what happening? Some people come around and they buy a little piece of the squatting area from the last person who was there. This mentally challenged man has been there for the longest while. Just so long, how much years that man there? You know what happened? These people are them. It's how do you say? Oh, I don't want to put you into any trouble. It's a lead that these people and them burn down the man house. You hear what I'm saying here? And they're packing a stack car round the spot. Before they even burn down the house, they parking a stop car around the man's house, trying to get the man out of it. Now the man has to be on the street. Imagine the man have a nice girl 24 by 24 with a little gallery. The man is mentally challenged, he's not working, he's getting help from the state, he has playing music, he has guitar, and you have a kind of this organ thing, you play, and he even wrote a calypso at some point in time, I understand. And these people and them doing this kind of thing, right? These people do some kind of scrapyard thing. You understand? These same people, even inside Bonnie Center, where at the housing development, where the PDU unit would have done these houses and them, give people land and let people build their house and things. Some people had built a structure, which is a foundation. These people and them leave from rail, bring the cars and pack it around the people and them house, where the people had a structure, pack the cars and them around the structure. You know what happened? The people them have to bring the police and APC to get them to move the cars. Why these people them come so and want so much land and all this kind of thing? And these people, they show children that they are known as the biggest car thieves in Trinidad and Tobago. Why they doing this? Why they doing it before? Man, the mentally challenged man. The man is like your schizophrenia also.
All right, caller.
And he also help this person. He also get help for this man.
Yeah, you call.
And he also to reach out to somebody to get help for this man. And get this
but you're asking us to reach out to somebody to get help for the man. I don't have an issue with that, But sometimes you all believe that we could perform magic. We can do just what other people, just now, we can do just what other persons like yourself could do. You could get in contact with the Ministry of Social Development. You could put in a report. You could do everything that you're asking us to do.
Well, actually, I am trying to do that at this point in time.
So when you're asking me to do it, I have to go through this. I have to spend my same money from my same salary to make a phone call. I have to do everything just like you, It's no different. Yeah. I don't have no special caller.
Well, actually, I really calling out to the listening public, really, who passing in the environment and know the man, seeing the man around and thing and know about this man, that they would assist him, that we can come together and assist this man, really and truly.
All right, sir.
Understand?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, man.
So again, and I want to make sure and make that abundantly clear to all the listeners on this station. I have no special number for anybody. So sometimes people might feel that, I have some special contact. Don't have. Not the moi. Others might have it. I don't have it. So anything I'm doing really based on like how the elderly lady would have called today, and she had her issue with the eye clinic. I would have reached out to who I could reach out to in the sense that, just do the basic stuff. Just call. Take up your phone and call the eye clinic and let them know X, Y, and Z. And that is what I did. I would have spoken to the what you call the lady again? I forget the lady name now. And she would have took my number, personal number. She said that she'd get back in contact with me. I just take up your phone and call. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Guru.
Good afternoon.
First of all, let me compliment you on the good job that you're doing. I listen to you every day.
Thank you very much.
I'm very, very, very pleased with your standard of journalism.
Thank you.
At this time, I am experiencing no water from Wassa 3 weeks now.
From where?
I live in Brazil, from Wassa.
Brazil?
Yeah. 3
Okay.
weeks now, no water.
All right, here what I want you to do for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take down this number. 771 1791. Before 2 o'clock, I want you to send me a WhatsApp. Now, this is all I would need is your address. If there's a lamppost number whatever. Just give me some specifics, and I could reach out to who I could reach out to again, and see that I could see if I can, make some demands that you get some water.
I would appreciate that, because since Friday they're sending a truck one and I can't even get that.
Okay. All right.
So thank you very much.
Yes.
That's your WhatsApp number you just gave me?
No, that's the station WhatsApp number.
Okay.
So what I would do, I would take it from there. So I will send it to my phone from the station WhatsApp number, and I will do the needful. I'll call around and see what I can do.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Fight me, fight me, yeah. People see.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon again, Pastor Google, brother.
Yes,
big
sir.
Tune, boy. Big tune. Big tune.
I know you would have said that to them.
Yeah, I bring an ex-listener on board there from St. James there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I put him on to the street 919, Ricky. I'm going to shout you out, man. So that's a nice tune you play for him. You hold strong, brother. You listen to from today. So I bring him and say, come close by Pastor Google here, man, and get facts and information. So Ricky boy, still show strong, man. Love strong still, man. Pastor Google, I know Minister Penny Beckers listen. As you just said to the man, Sean Parkman used to say that first you all had to reach out to the people first before you all try to reach out to us, to you. Right? Make your calls and stuff. In AGC, when you all giving people houses, you all give people a long pamphlet of the do's and the don'ts. But what is the follow-up checks to see if people are following that, not lighting bushfires in the little grass section in the place, pets in the place, encouraging rodents, pigeons in the place. So, Minister Penny Becker, send out your emissaries to see how people live. A lot of people don't know how to live in a pastor. They've given them, they came from squalor conditions, you know. And a lot of people, they come into HTC brand unit and they live in the same way, Pastor Google. Loud music all hours of the day and night. So, HTC, you will send out your emissaries to make our wrongs, make sure people paying the rent, make sure people, garbage passing 5 times, 5 days to the week, Pastor Google. A pack of garbage bag is $20. But they're heaping up leaves in the yard and they're burning it in the little grass area in the yard. So yeah, I try to figure out, you know, Mr. Manning, when he designed, the high life living for us, because he don't want us to live like low lives. So he take us out of projects and he put us into single units and duplex units and nice units with your own little yard and space. But some people mind are fixing living that way. So I just putting out to Minister Penny because you're sending out your emissaries and make sure people living and doing the right things in all the HCC units. Because if this wrong, you can't tell nobody nothing, Pastor Google. Because everybody angry and you can't talk to nobody. Right? Because everybody feels there's a virgin in Trinidad. And we live in a lawless society. So people, it's better to take another neighbor and the foolishness. You want to have a man load on music, you want to cuss you and run you looking for fight. So I ask the agency to reach out into the community step by step and let's find the people doing the right thing. So Pastor Google, let's a note to Minister Penny Beckers, because I know she listening. And this orchestrated thing with, as I said this morning, with Dr. Rowley. Dr. Rowley will be the first Prime Minister to survive 2 terms in 35 years since Dr. Eric Williams, another doctor degree. And there are people in society that don't want that to happen. And they know that. They break Patrick Manning run, Mr. Manning, they broke Pastor Pandey run, and nobody else has survived 2 terms, consecutive 2 terms, and finished your 2 terms. So you will find within the 6th and the 7th year that coming here, Pastor, it will be orchestrated attack, and they use the labor union together with opposition, both city busters from OWTU, because they are the strongest union, and they will try to take a topple Dr. Rowley regime. So we had a whole strong and see Dr. Rowley through with the facts and the truth. Righteousness will always prevail, Pastor Google, as you know that. So we'll carry him through, but we're not going to stand by and let the deceitful people who will feel that they didn't get what they want to mash up the whole thing
just to see it fail. So we go see it through and we know the agenda. As I said, Pastor Google, I bring a new listener on board, Ricky, but you stay strong. And as I say, Minister Penny, because send out people to tell people how they should still live now, because a lot of people still don't know how to live in a ATC unit. Thanks, Pastor Google. Enjoy the program, man.
Thank you very much. And let me say welcome to the new listener, Mr. Ricky. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google.
Hi, good afternoon.
We know, Pastor Google, we know you're not no magician. You're no minister. No minister, no pa. But the guy that called concerning the gentleman, you see how people have advantages, how they take advantage on poor people, according to him saying poor people. Just as how you tell the lady, all right, you're going to reach out to somebody for her. I would like you to reach out to somebody to help that poor gentleman. Because people too advantageous. They're just grabbing people and just so. You're there for how much years, 50, 60, and move somebody come just so. And just say they buy this and they buy that. Right? They're taking HGC land, they're selling HGC land to other people, and next thing, who are around there so long, can't get nothing. So possible, I know you're not a good minister. See, they can reach out and help that poor man. Next thing, can't knock down the man something and the man there for so much. Too much advantage taken on people. Too much. Especially where land is concerned. Right?
I hear you,
people
caller.
Land is selling it. When the thing they're telling you can't pass, so they buy the land. I know a lot, but I can't say it on the radio. Okay, you have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You did a good job with the questioning with regards to the grocery. But what I find you drop the ball in is when he mentioned that the government attacked him by closing down Petrotrin. I find you should have picked him up on that, because we all know that is not truth. We all know the reason why the government closed down Petrotrin is because Petrotrin was not making money. I find you dropped the ball and he said that, and you didn't pick him up on that at all.
I hear you.
Pastor Google, good morning. I'm calling from Caledonia. Since a month and 2 weeks now, we have no water.
What?
That is Small Street and Garrick Street. No water we have for a month and 2 weeks, and we understand it since the work have been done on the junction and Mova Junction, like they dig something. But they ain't supposed to interfere with, because a month and 2 weeks we have no water. So I would like you to look into it for us, please. Thank you. Have a blessed day.
Okay. All right. Let me boom. All right. I think I need to. Lord Father, what I putting myself into here. All right. All right, let me see what I can do. You ever say that? Don't hold me to it. Please. Don't hold me to it. I'm going to see what I can do. Well, boy. All right. I do have another call, all right? No, but just now. Don't hold the line. Let me take this information here. All right. Boom. And I feel they must just lock off the line and then realize they lock off the line. All right, so Miss Caledonia, please don't hold me to it. Don't crucify me. I'm gonna try my best. All right. Hello. Good afternoon.
Pastor Google. Good afternoon.
Jesus.
Pastor Google.
I hear you.
Yeah, well, Carl Bus, I think the government should close down Carl and on since they close down Petrotrin. Since Petrotrin are making no money and they close it down, Carl are making no money, so they should close down Carl.
Let me ask you something. Why Carl not making any money? You know why?
Why? Because you Kamla was that.
You say it, me say it, but that's not why. I didn't say that.
Well, I know that's the only thing let us come up with, Kamla this and Kamla that. So do
you know that? Do you know that the agency? Do you know that all over the world, any airline, even look like
yeah, but Carl was busting
could you allow
COVID, so you don't blame COVID for everything now. Everything is COVID.
So you don't believe? So you people not flying, and you not say so you don't believe it's COVID. People not flying. Nobody flying. Wait, just now.
I don't believe in COVID.
No. That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Trinidad economy.
Hey, wait. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. Hold your hand. Woi. Hold your hand. Hold your hand now. I am asking you a simple question. Anybody flying to go anywhere?
If anybody could go anywhere?
No, I'm asking you for the past year or 2 years, could anybody just fly and go anywhere?
Carl was busted.
Oh Lord, I'm asking you a simple question. Why don't
No, the borders were closed. We know
right.
That.
So
But
if the borders were closed, okay, let me ask you a simple question.
Yes, and also Carl is taking on the headache of Jamaican Airways also. Why they close off that?
So I'm asking you a question. If nobody isn't flying anywhere, if nobody not traveling to go anywhere, how are you going to make money?
Okay, but what I am trying to tell you, Carl was busing a bus before the plane service was stopped because of COVID.
All right then. Okay, you bright. You too bright. You too bright for your own good. Hello, good afternoon.
Saudi.
Mommy sauce. What you cook today?
I'm home today. And I'm even cook home. I'm studying. I don't know what things. Hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, home today. I went out and do some things, my little business now.
Mm-hmm.
I went and do that and I now get back in. So they run around. I had to take a little day before you had to take a little day off to go and do your business.
Yes.
Yeah, not easy. But I want to confirm a neighbor where she called for water.
Yeah, that your neighbor?
Right. And it's overbearing. It's a month and 2 weeks. This was going to be
I feel it take off something. I sent the information to my source and I'm waiting to see what they're saying to me.
Right, and if it's that down the road, but they let come and do something because we up here have to pay now $50 for a tank of water.
So they charge only for the tank, for the truck water?
Yes, when we get water, the one thing, so we have to pay, or you have to leave to go up, and when you're done, sometimes to go and pay to go and complain. Sometimes you ain't get the truck coming for a truck coming, you have to pay. And it's overbearing because you can't even have to pay water rate and pay that.
All right, I will,
You understand? And we have not, and let me tell you, Caledonia Road have water. That is on the right of Garrick Street.
But then it had to be something they lock off and they lock it up, man.
Common Avenue have water, but Garrick Street, Small Street have no water. So all the water reaching by them and going to and going. People rather be taking the vehicle and going quite the hell down on Caledonia Road, all down my junction to get to full water. I don't know. I don't understand what is that going on. I hear they say in the news sometimes that some pump wasn't working and they're taking how much hours to bill up. They change the pump or something. So I don't know. They talk about that and say how we will get water in at least 24 hours. Well, 24 hours past about 6 times. And we can't get no water up here at all. I don't know. I never go through this here yet.
All right, well, let me look into it now, Mommy, and I will let you know.
Tell them do something about it, otherwise we have to go down the road. We might have to go out on the main road and protest. And we don't want to do that.
No, I ain't want you to do that. So let me
not protesting close neither.
All right, so let me go look into it for you, and I will let you know tomorrow. Please go on.
Right, so look into it first. So everything all right with you?
Everything quiet.
How was the weekend?
Huh?
How was your weekend?
I cut my son here. I nearly cut his tail, but I cut his hair. I ain't cut his tail, I cut his hair.
All right.
I did some other stuff, that I wanted to do.
That is good. I had a restful weekend. So I just had to take the day today to go and do my thing. So, to everybody who locked on the radio, 91.9, they have a blessed and a wonderful, wonderful day. To all my lovers, the men and them in my life, long time I ain't show them out. And they all know that I love them, all my men and them, they know I love them dearly.
You know,
and everybody else, Mr. and Mrs. Gibson, Mr. Ann, everybody, see, now the whole crew. Right?
All right then.
So you take care.
Yes.
And I don't get home safe.
I will. Thank you very much, Mommy Sauce.
All right.
On Google, you see why they wasn't supposed to have no protests around the parliament? Because if it was somewhere else, where this gentleman who was on a one-man protest around the Red House, and he was saying that he caused no threat. You see what went on in St. Vincent? That just shows you what is taking place.
All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. I want them to ask this question. I want you to ask them this question. Who always calling and talking about, ask them if there's any truth that under the PP government, Petrotrin would have recorded millions of dollars in some profit. And then when it was recorded by the PP government, this is something else. So it's something like this. I just bring a figure. So say Petrotrin did record a profit of say 20 million. When them talk about it, they say only 2 million. And OWTU take them to court, the PP government to court, for recording the wrong set of money, because I think that money was supposed to go between the members of the union or something to that effect. And that case, they win it. So when they're talking about Petrotrin and why they come in the close wherever it is, ask them what the PP government do, that OWTU take them to court and win the case just recently. Ask them for what reason. When they're talking, they must talk on both sides of the fence. Don't talk just on one side. So ask you who call it, and why they President Carl, and everything is Kamala. It has to be Kamala because the name calling all kind of food and scandal. And them in this country, the first time in Trinidad history, the biggest corruption case is under the PP government. So let the talk and come again. Let them come and private and holler, and we don't get back the money, and they're dead and rotten and done turn to bones. Let them answer that one, I go on.
Special afternoon, Pastor Google. I've always said these people suffer from a complex. They don't love country, They love party. Yeah? And so far, this morning I heard you and Sharon speaking about rating the government. The government is doing very good. And to show you they're doing so good, just listen to Annie Roberts and these other guys. When they could talk with so much of venom, oh gosh, just imagine you know all kind of thing about the government and you don't even know 201 and live sport. This government going very good.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Yes, barbershop open. I need my haircut.
I was just cutting my son here in the gallery, I ain't had no barbershop now.
I know, I just couldn't. Yes. So I want to say to Jenny, that's a very good point, because I listened to the interview you had this morning with Mr. Iwer. And, they say a lot of things, the unions say a lot of things, but I'm also wondering, would the government shut down a state enterprise that is making money to support running the country and taking care of the citizens' business just to spite a union? It shocked me with that statement, because I know under Carney, where people were getting back pay and the company was making loss, right? So I can be corrected. I'm not sure if that is true, but I've heard it where people were saying they were on the back pay, and I know they were making a lot of loss on the Carney Limited. Yes, Pastor Google. So I when people also have to be responsible. This is a bad time. I heard the retailers have problems. We all have problems, and I'm glad the gentleman did say that all the bank, everybody must come together, and they have to understand you cannot get the same thing you were getting before. And the cost of import is very high, and everything else. The cost of living is high, and people have to start living with less luxury, Pastor Google, right? So have a pleasant evening.
Thank you very much. All right. I'll call.
Pastor Google, special evening. These guys suffer from a complex. You hear this man talking? They could never talk nothing good about country once PNM there. But if you hear PNM been doing so good, listen to Arnold Roberts, Rodney Charles, and these guys, how much nonsense they talk. Because why? They hurt, and they hurt bad. And the world listening to Arnold, you have nothing good to say. You have so much of venom in you, Arnold. He's been hurt. However, locked on and listening, I'll give them a 9. Because there's always room for improvement. I'll keep back a point. I'll give them a 9. Locked on and listening.
Thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
So, Pastor Google, a foster call back here. You see misinformation from Central, the Gadaha. Brother, under Patrick Manning regime, Carl a board was in place, they restructured it. And they was on the verge, they took out some slots. I think was one of the English slots, and they was on the way of making a profit. That was with Jovis Warner. Here comes the partnership. Right? I think they start making up. Here comes the partnership, and they left a debt of also almost $1 billion with Robinja Munan and the team on the board. Here comes back the PNM to save the day against Central. And they was making at least $200 to $300 million in profit before the pandemic. You see these fellas and them just coming with this honesty. But all is about country, boy. All is about race and only party. Before the pandemic, Carl was running at a profit and making. That's why they were sponsoring things all. The records are there. That's what I say. The records are there. They turned this wrong into a profitable organization. Pandemic reach, and there are plane companies all over the world because all planes were grounded over a year and plus. And plane companies fall through. And the same thing happens to traders. No, it's nothing new. And that's what they run into this position. But when the pandemic is over and clear with, the planes are now back up in the air. They're going to start back making a profit again. And that's the governance people voted for. So when you come into lie to say that they weren't making, that's a lie. That's not true, Pastor Google. They were making a profit for many, many years pre-pandemic. It's when the pandemic hit, they fall into this position, like all the airlines around the world. So Central stop pulling lies now. Thanks, Pastor Google.
Good afternoon, Pastor Google. Central have a script that they give him, so he have to go with that script. He couldn't answer your question. He have to go with that script that they give him. Central is a hot mess.
Pastor Google, didn't Carl turn a profit of over 100 million just before the lockdown?
Oh, yes, they did. You all are bright, you know. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Pastor Google.
Yes, sir.
How are you this evening?
I'm all right, sir.
Well, you know something? When I was here at Central, I will make the call. And I want people to understand. I jump in a Maxi just now. And when I get in the Maxi, the driver playing on an East Indian radio station. All right? Drive. There's 4 African or 5 African in the Maxi. Drive, could you change the radio station?
Why you must change it?
Okay, well, driver, I'll take it here. You're not paying me. And drive off and gone. Well, you come to the assumption that I wasn't paying you, so you passed my stop. So you expect me to pay you now if you pass my stop and carry me further on? That is where we reach to now.
Of course.
People all wake up, please. I ain't paying. Pastor Google, enjoy your day. Time for we to start the kickback. Fight back. And that thing where they come in with, I hear Kingsley with our same talking with the union man. And you see what is happening in Grenada?
I'm going to have Ozzy, don't worry. I'm going to get Ozzy to tell us.
But that is what they tried. That is what they tried since with the young man. And the next one, Fishermen and Friends, is the same thing that he tried. Yeah. Understand? That is what they've been trying.
They believe that once they get the unions involved, it's going to be a big
they will gather more people because they wasn't able to pull out Lavantillians and move up people. So they will bring all the workforce.
Yeah.
Just like what happening in Barbados now.
Yeah.
You see a little white boy telling them, if they're forcing you to take the vaccine. I send you the clip. Oh, sorry. So just take the jab. I send you the video of that.
All right then, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google, the port the port bust down too. I hear the PNM closing on the port.
The PNM closing on the port, or the PNM is going, the government is going to lease the port out, or something like that, privatize the port.
Yeah, but
Is it the government? No, you say the government going to close down the port.
All right, tell us about BWIA under the PNM now. Whatever happened to BWIA? What took place here? Caroni Limited.
Essentially, moving
it. Caroni 1975 Limited was run under the PNM.
And wasn't Mr. Basdio Palde the one who was going to close it down, Mr. Pina?
Somebody who was and who closed it down is two different things.
All right then, thank you. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Master Google. I want to tell Mr. Ozzy Warwick and Roger and all of these union men. That's all.
You ain't want to tell him when he in the studio or when I have him online for you to, because that's why I did not have the conversation with him, because I want you all to be able to engage Ozzy. All right.
Well, my engagement is like this. I know the unions and them bust. They have no ideas, Pastor Google. Them idea is to just fight and talk about the 1% business and the government business, and then running no business. If you was watching them business, it's to just come and rouse against the government in what they're doing. To show to the government in doing this and the government in doing that. And if negotiations break down, bring people outside to protest. That's all the unions could do. They instead have a little shop running. They didn't have a maxi running. If you was watching you, so much business you could go in as the unions, and the unions never, as I would always tell them, Selwyn and Vernon Green were the only two union leaders we come and make sure that workers get houses in Trinidad and Tobago. Other than that, every one of them failed. And all they're looking to do is to call on the government to increase the salaries according to what they're seeing. But right now, they want to get back on the streets to say that the government ain't doing nothing. Pastor Google, the unions and them bust, they're broken and they have no ideas at all. I want to hear him when he come on. Pastor Warwick, come on. Come on, 91.9 Pastor Google show. Thank you very much, Pastor Google.
All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Pastor Google?
Mommy.
Yes, real said and done, caller. Real said and done. Pastor Google, I am looking at Barbados, St. Vincent and Antigua right now, Pastor Google. I also saw last night and all a part in New York, Pastor Google, where the children school reopened, and they asking those children to use the mask, and I was looking at the adult have this thing burning, some fire, and the children throwing the mask in the fire to be burned. Pastor Google, I'm looking very close at these countries and in the summit. All you see, Antigua, be careful across them, and I want to come back Antigua to go and St. Jelly Beach Resort. You understand me? Pastor Google, I don't know, but I think we have been a serious problem pertaining to also this mask that people don't want to be wearing, and it's good for our health if Pastor Google, to be honest with you. Pastor Google?
Yes, I get ready to go for a break, so I'll allow you to finish.
I'll call back in.
All right then. So trying to be, I'm going for a break and come back for my last and final hour here on Street 99 FM.
One time. Hey! We come to the enemy now. Take it. And if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood of God, give me the Holy Ghost. And if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, say, I am anointed to put the enemy under my. I am anointed, moving forward. keep everything you took from my family. I take it back my dance, hey, and my song. For all the years you tried to shut my mouth.